Okay, let's see. This is the beginnings of a couple of dahlias. Here is my summer squash, my yellow squash. So it's coming along. More dahlias. Pretty lilies. Got bunches of these guys growing, front and back. More dahlias. More summer squash. These are my lima beans. Aren't they looking luscious? They're going to be so good. And green beans. Need to tie them up a little better. I actually have, look at there. I've got a baby green bean. There's a couple on there. That's my cantaloupes that just did not grow at all. I don't know if I'm going to try again for the third time. My zucchini, big pretty blooms. Hopefully it'll take off and start producing lots of fruit. There's more blooms down there, so it's healthy and happy. That's a hummingbird plant. Hopefully I'll get pictures, pretty flowers that will attract hummingbirds this year. And this is my snow peas. The first planting didn't work. The second planting is obviously working. Right there is the beginnings of blue potatoes. There are about 6 or 8 different potatoes in, or well, 6 or 8 potatoes starters, and hopefully they'll be poking through pretty soon. But that's only been planted for 5 or 6 days, so I'm just proud of it. And there's basil and green peppers, and right down in there, we got something going on. These are jalapenos. I know you'll love those. This isn't doing real well, but we keep trying. It's supposed to be a multicolored sweet pepper, green pepper, eggplants. So hopefully that'll be taken off soon. Sunflowers are going nuts now. And I got some more down below coming up. So they're going to be moving along. There's corn. There's corn. The first planting didn't work, but the second planting is. So we're happy. More basil. Second planting. First planting didn't take. Parsley's doing nice. Happy there. These are radishes. Spinach not looking too great, but hey, you know, whatever. Beets. They're not going to do much. Got a few onions there. Got a nice healthy radish there. I don't know, it snuck over. Got some onions. Onions. Tomatoes. Roma tomatoes. So hopefully I'll have plenty of them. And kale. And broccoli, which I suspect is not going to go very far. We have cherry tomatoes. Look. Ooh, pretty cherry tomatoes. More. We're coming along. And this is a Golden Jubilee tomato. It's finally producing some fruit. That's my one and only right now. My fig tree, which every time it produces fruit, somebody else eats it. Maybe this year I'll get some. This one's supposed to be asparagus. Those are just flowers of all sorts. Cilantro, which is obviously going to seed. And let's see. There's my Christmas cactus. It's happy as it can be. And this is thyme. These are irises that my friend in Virginia dug out of her yard and gave me. And let's see. If that one was thyme down there, this has got to be oregano. So I've got to do some chopping up and freezing in ice water so that it'll stay fresh. That's a special iris, but it doesn't look like it's going to make it. As you can see, my rosemary is happy. Pineapple sage. My mint. I love mint in my tea. I'm so happy to finally have it. More flowers. Here's my bird bath. Birds and wasps and bees and all kinds of little critters come and visit it. They love having some water. And I wash it out every day. More flowers along the back that are waiting to bloom. And there's another hummingbird plant. My cucumbers. And they're starting to send out runners and look like they're going to be blooming shortly. More hummingbird plant. Watermelon. First planting didn't do very well, but the second one's taken off nicely. There's that jasmine you gave me. It was barely hanging on, and I gave it some good old manure and a little fresh soil, and it's happy. My peas. Lots and lots and lots of peas going to happen. And although I don't think I can find one right now, there are a couple of little tiny pea pods actually on them already. I've spotted a couple. My morning glories. So they're starting to take up the fence. I'll be so happy when they get going and start blooming. These are my daylilies that I worked so hard to plant. And as you can see, some of them are actually blooming among the weeds, but they'll choke out the weeds as they multiply. So we're happy. There's one right there. It's as happy as it can be. I got rid of all of these nasty little yucca sword things. And they said, oh goody, we got room to grow, so we're going to jump right up again and grow healthy. I have planted these are caladiums, and I have planted the pots in the ground so that way in the wintertime when it gets too cold for them, they can only go down to about 40 degrees. I can just pull the pots up and put them in the shed. And there's one that's popped out. And again, I just bought these a week ago and planted them like over last weekend. So, ooh, there's another one in that one. There's two of them popping up there. See the other one? Right there? Right there? This one's got a broken back, I think. But it's trying to pop up, so we're good. There are 3, I believe, in each pot. So they'll be coming up shortly. I don't see any in that one. That one I see 2 so far. So, and there's one right there. So, we're coming along. These are all going to give some color, which will be nice.